The cast of popular Australian early childhood television program Hi-5 etched wide smiles on the faces of about 100 children from 5 orphanages as they gave an energetic performance at the National Science Centre recently. The faces of the children lit up as Diane Zeng, Tim Madron, Lauren Brandt, Casey Burgess and Stevie Nicholson, the members of Hi-5, took the stage accompanied by the TV show's theme song 5 in the Air. According to Madron, who joined the cast in 2009, says it is the smiles of the young audience that makes them want to keep doing what they are doing and to give their best in their performance.
We tour around the world. We get really tired. We travel. We are like, even just before coming here, we've just spent 6 hours in a van. So but it's the kids. That's all it is. If you see a child that's enjoying themselves, you can't help but to give.
Zeng, the latest addition to Hi-5, says it feels like a crime not to reciprocate the joy and cheerfulness the children exhibit.
But it is definitely the kids that keeps us smiling and keeps us going. You know, of course we're human, we get tired, but as soon as you see a kid looking at you, dancing, smiling, you just can't help but to feel that, oh, this is where I am, this is what I mean to the children, you know.
The longest-running member of the cast, Nicholson, says Hi-5 strives hard to remain relevant and compatible with the current needs of today's children.
Children have really evolved. If you ask any parent these days, if you give them an iPhone, a 2-year-old can sit there and will update their Twitter status. You know, so children have really evolved, as have the way they learn and interact, dance styles, music styles, and so we make sure that as Hi-5 members, we evolve as well.
Brandt explains that they usually brainstorm before every show for the best ideas and concepts for their performances.
Yeah, so we work really closely with some teachers.
Early childhood learners?
Early childhood learners. Advisors. And so everything that we do comes from an educational background, and that is just as the world's evolving as well in other ways, it is in the education as well. So we keep up with that too.
Nicholson elaborates that there is a science behind Hi-5 and it is not simply a mishmash of ideas and casting.
So we're making sure with this new stage show that we've brought out, Hi-5 Holiday, in coming up with it, we sat down all together and said, okay, like where are kids at this year?
Make it current.
Let's make it current.
Burgess, a Hi-5er since 2008, adds that despite the changes, childhood learning is still about fun and adventure.
It's like people coming into the theatre is an adventure, the whole show is an adventure from beginning to end, and then leaving is another adventure, they want to come again.
Datuk Jared Lim Chi Lee, the founding member and managing director of Asia Sun's Capital Group, which recently acquired Hi-5 Australia, says Asia Sun's has no doubt about the acquisition.
No, not at all. I mean, we know the Hi-5 brand very, very well. And, Hi-5, there's actually a science behind it, and they use music, song and movement to educate and teach children, about everything from music, to basic
science.
Basic science, and yes. It's really good that we're able to do something different for the kids, not only for the orphanages, but even for my children and their friends. And it's really good to see them express themselves through song and dance. So it really makes this investment all the more fulfilling.
The charity performance was an Asia Sun's corporate social responsibility initiative. The 5 orphanages, Rumah Hope, Sunbeams, Shelter Home, House of Joy and Rumah Kids were the first to see Hi-5 live since their last visit to Malaysia in 2009. The show was a sneak peek of sorts for Hi-5's holiday tour, which is set to take place in Kuala Lumpur from September 14th to 16th.